Hi, ¿qué pasa? This is a little run through the VR-Terroir project, which is almost done. And it's a project done inside the residency Starts Echo. And that's, you see, this is this guy working here. So this is actually a kind of reflection on homogenization of digital existence, specifically for this corporate positivism and standardized reduction to predictable archetypes. These actually all these avatars and digital identities that the big platforms offer us, which are a lot of choice as long as everything is the same. So here did a little research on the VR and culture, how this is represented everywhere. And also this project is done with the Center of Supercomputing in Stuttgart, and also visited some XR fairs, and that's the kind of the industry standards, the aesthetics, the solutions. So this starts from a point of rejecting placelessness. So most of these VR and digital experiences happen kind of nowhere in a very bland areas. So and also the avatars or the user representations, representations tend to be generic, loud, uncanny, profiling, and I wanted to do something more rich, cultural, physical, local. So these are some examples of cultural representations beings across Europe. So the whole VR terroir, not terror, terroir. It's in wine is like how the context affects the end result. So here is the VR terroir, how the environment can influence the avatars. This is a photo of myself hiking in Menorca. So how I did that. So first, a kind of a research on the content and aesthetics of the HLRS, the Supercomputing Center. These are the kinds of visualizations that they run there, mostly scientific and physical. Here's some particles going on, some MRI scan of an ant and things like that. Then there's also a physical component, right? So what's the reality, the tangible place that this thing is happening? This is in Stuttgart. Those are photos that I took that caught my attention, or I think represents that. That's totally subjective. That's my thing. And then I did some kind of context blending, like turning these images of the inside of the HLRS and the outside into kind of new textures or new images, right? Yeah, that's something like that's some kind of wind simulation and this. Then I did some process of creating these synthetic materials, with these textures that I created, then create the normal maps and the depth maps and all these things to have it in a digital space again, so I could work with them. Also generating the shapes and volumes that would create this space or just play with that. Then the starting point was a scan of myself and then kind of digitize, put myself in this space. And okay, then we did a lot of behavioral and influences, a kind of system that would this avatar would walk around and be modified according to what's happening in the context, like change the textures, change the shape, the volumes, and then the resulting system is this video, that the one that you were seeing here at the beginning. Yes, this one, which is this guy that walks around and end up mm, change, right? So that's the starting point, that's the result. So how the context change or shape its existence itself. So this is also at the end of the process that this avatar is unwrapped, is like skin out to see what's the composition of itself, and that is planned to be shown, will be shown in Stuttgart in May, and it's in a big 75-inch screen and with a frame around like a MDF, and then also it's split into like a square video, and on the right side there will be these fabrics, these silk synthetic silk prints, and also with some magnets hold to try to create this layer vision with a normal map, the depth map, and the roughness map of this guy, and that's it. So, and here, of course, there's a whole development log with all the things that has been done, but that's a very long thing. So that's it. I hope you like it, VR Terroir.